Let's freaking go. We have some big news regarding the San Francisco 49ers, and it's about Kyle Juszczyk, who was potentially on the outs with the organization if he did not restructure his contract. As we know, Eric Armstead finds himself in that same boat. He will no longer be with the San Francisco 49ers, most likely, barring some crazy thing to happen. But what happened with that is the 49ers approached Eric Armstead to take a reduced pay cut or restructure in some sense, and he didn't want to do that, so he became a free agent. The San Francisco 49ers approached Kyle Juszczyk with the similar dilemma of needing to either restructure or reduce his contract. And so a lot of 49er fans have been on high alert about the future of Kyle Juszczyk with the San Francisco 49ers, and I am very pleased to inform all of you that Kyle Juszczyk will remain on the San Francisco 49ers after he has restructured his contract and actually freeing up some cap space for the San Francisco 49ers in the range of $1.75 million. This was reported via Adam Schefter. I think it was his agency who first alerted the news that he was coming back via Twitter, and we have the confirmation that Kyle Juszczyk is back on a restructured deal, created cap space for the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm also seeing as more information comes out about this restructure is that it does appear that Kyle Juszczyk still remains the highest paid fullback in the NFL. So he retains that title, helps the San Francisco 49ers, remains. This is phenomenal. This is exactly what I was hoping for this outcome to be. Obviously, a conversation has been generated over his contract, which I understand. I think the contract conversation about how much he was getting paid and his usage was a valid conversation. And so when the 49ers approached him for a restructure, the fact that they were able to get this done and put it to bed and now start making different moves, this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. I am one of Juice's biggest fans in the sense of what he does schematically, what he allows the 49ers to do schematically. Now I know there's a lot of fans of Juice. I don't want to sit here and say I'm king of the Juice stands. Nothing like that. What I'm saying is I value Kyle Juszczyk arguably more than anyone out there in regards to what he does for the San Francisco 49ers and allows them to do in the run game. There is no other fullback in the NFL like Kyle Juszczyk. There is a reason why he is the highest paid and still remains the highest paid fullback because he does things that no one else does. And Kyle Shanahan absolutely utilizes it to his full advantage. It is I'm so happy about this. I was halfway of the belief that we could have seen Kyle Juszczyk's last game with the 49ers in the Super Bowl, and I was not very pleased about that. But I'm very, very happy that they were able to get a contract figured out. Now you still have Kyle Juszczyk being able to block for Christian McCaffrey. And I've also posed this as well when talking about this conversation is this guy can be a tight end, man. You can use Kyle Juszczyk as a tight end. And as we know, the 49ers lost their tight end too, and Charlie Warner. He signed a quality deal with the Falcons. And if the 49ers don't feel comfortable with Latu and Willis and they turn to the draft or turn to free agency for additional tight end help, or if they don't, and you because one of the conversations about Kyle Juszczyk was, well, over the last 4 years, his usage has decreased every single year, which again is part of the fair conversations about trying to restructure or reduce his contract, because his contract is only going up in regards to what the 49ers had to pay out, and he was being used less. So that's where those conversations are valid. But if you are using him less as a true fullback, I see a world that exists where you can use him like an H-back. You can use him even as a tight end too. Put him out, put on the line with George Kittle. Put him out there in two tight sets. We know Kyle loves to run two tights. So put him out there. We already know he's a phenomenal blocker. He can block all these defensive ends. He can block all these linebackers and safeties. That's what we need from tight end 2 in this offense. And again, if you don't trust the 2 rookies that you drafted last year, here's this guy. Use him. So I think this is I think this is phenomenal. And I think there are more creative ways to use Kyle Juszczyk. Obviously, you could use him more as a receiver as well if you wanted to, because he is phenomenal as a pass catcher. So I'm loving this. This makes me so happy. Makes me real happy. Again, I've already explained, big fan of Juice. I'm curious to know how you guys feel, because again, it became a polarizing conversation. It became something where many wanted to see him cut or just move on, don't value the tight end or the fullback and whatever. So I'm curious, now that that saga is done with and we don't have to worry about him being released, he is here to stay. What are the vibes? How do you guys feel about this? Is this good move, bad move? Should the 49ers have just moved off anyways and been able to whatever? So hey, we shall see in the comments below what you guys have to say. But hey, this is how I feel about it. Let's go. Run it back, Juice. Run it back, baby. I'm super happy. This brightened up my morning. As I was having some technical difficulties with some of the stuff earlier today, kind of stressing me out. Obviously, this brought a ray of sunshine onto this ginger beard. Very happy about this. Very, very happy. We got Juice back. Let's go. Best fullback in the game, unquestioned. Unquestioned. Should be a Hall of Famer. He's him. Hasn't slowed down one step. This dude, guess what? He still got juice. Let's go, baby. Let me know in the comments below how we're vibing on Kyle Juszczyk coming back, clearing up 1.75 in cap. Feel better about this. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.